We are back. I'm currently up here in my bed chamber here at the hotel. The last episode was just kind of our pilot episode. Where we left off, we were down in the workshop area. This is the suite that I claimed in the Grand Hotel as sort of worked up and proved up by Grandma and I. This is my little spot. It's one of the, like, these little map rooms are kind of all, like, part of the randomly occurring structure, and I just kind of blocked off one part and made it into its own suite, and I knocked out the roof and made sort of a balcony area where I have a bed. It is actually nighttime. I'm going to go ahead and sleep and reset my spawn here. So I think the first location on our list is actually our Wizshire Village, as we've named it. Grandma and I are the people that have played the most on the server, but after that, I would say it's probably Zareth, Zareth Mob. Shout out to my homie Zareth Mob, one of my regulars in the Twitch channel, and also one of my oldest friends. And then probably after that is probably Moss Monster 159. Also shout out, another friend. But yeah, this is my little courtyard area up here. I liked having the big indoor suite, obviously, and I got a little fish tank with some exotic fish up there. You know, a couple armor stands. I think there's some more decorating I'm gonna do, but you know, as is with most any reasonable Minecrafter, every project is ongoing. And then I've got my little outdoor courtyard out here. Did a little terraforming and put some grass down and planted some trees. And got a little garden patch for some wheat and stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and bebop on to our location. I've got my fishing pole here, the book and quill. Let me see where I've got a lectern, because I actually want to write down the a couple of these locations in our little book here. Oh, do I not have oh, I don't even have a lectern here. Whatever, we'll worry about that later. ADHD, we don't want to get distracted. Okay, so as you can see, our portal here, this one is actually labeled. So we're gonna pop through this portal here at the hotel and go through our Netherhaven hunting ground. And we're gonna go catch us a little fishy fish. Do we want to go through the portal? Yeah, we'll run through the Nether. It'll be a much shorter journey. Okay, so we've got a bunch of we've got miles and miles of minecart rail that we've built on here, and many of the rails are essentially like shortened paths between different structures where we've settled and built, or put down roots after we found a good mine or something like that. And our little hunting ground area up here with all of the grass and flowers and stuff is a pretty it's kind of like a walking hiking trail, but it actually connects several portals in a network to just sort of travel between a lot of our things that we've built. Should I kill those? Yeah, we're gonna go back and kill those pigs and get some free food. Easy picking. Good over here. Where's my shield? I'm gonna put that back on. Did I leave it? I left it. Oh. But anyway, we could ride on the rail, but I think actually it'll be a much shorter journey to just walk through our path through the Nether. I still have yet to actually start adding this as our sort of network of traveling trails here in the Netherhaven. I'll be at some point once we start working on this more. All of these pillars and stuff, there will be grass and trees and stuff around here, and all of it'll be fenced off and have some flowers and stuff, just like the rest of it. But this is a pretty long trail, so it's gonna take a lot of work. Also, I kind of because Grandma is a very casual player in this, so sometimes she gets a little overwhelmed by the monsters. I kind of like having some of the trail be more of like wilderness in the Nether, because we gotta keep her sharp. We can't have her getting soft. She's got to be able to fight. Get the fuck out of here! I need to eat. Why didn't you guys say something? Here we are. Okay. Bunch of junk in there. I need to get rid of some of that, actually. Oh, cookies. Okay, well, we've got a couple of good spots that we can fish here, so we're gonna snap a couple off. Anyway, this is Wizshire. That's our sort of Nether portal basement. We like to put them underground and keep them to where they're behind doors that, especially here at the village, the villagers, we kept having villagers wander into the Nether. So we have to put a switch on the door so they can't get through. There's also some stuff that in the village that's like behind fences, because I guess the villagers don't really interact with fences. But yeah, we found this village. We were hanging out live on Twitch one night, I think, when we found this village, hanging out with Zareth Mob. I named it Wizshire, but if anything, Zareth is actually probably the person that founded it. We need to put like a little founder sign up somewhere. But yeah, Grandma and I did a ton of legwork, like fencing everything off. Really, Grandma's the one that did the majority of the legwork, proving up this village, and she did most of the fence and built this little barn here, and I think a couple of the other buildings might be stuff that she built too. I can't, like that 2-story building, that's definitely a man-made structure. That's our little sort of bunkhouse. We wanted more villagers to spawn, so we put a bunch more beds and put down a bunch more food. And we have a couple of the little, this was like the center of town little market stall sort of area, and so I put some of the crafting tables here in the center of the town, to just sort of keep it kind of lively, where we got some shopkeepers and vendors and stuff nearby. But yeah, there's been a lot of time. There's been a lot of time put in on this village, for sure. But yeah, this is a fun spot to hang out and chill, but also we have just about all of the available village, like, traders. Actually, I'm not sure, no, because I don't even know if we have a librarian, but some players that used to play with us, Ken Dreadful and Awestruck they built like a big villager trading hall. I'll have to go fish there at some point and just kind of take a little tour, get some, rip off a couple of snappers. I don't know fishing terms. I'm not like a outdoorsman. We're playing Minecraft, for fuck's sake. Like, come on, y'all. But yeah, no, I just figured I'd hit a couple of different cool spots in the village and, show off some of our server a little bit. I've kind of been putting off making these videos for a while. So I think I'm going to make a few, schedule them, and we'll see how the rest of it goes. You can always come hang out, and we stream Minecraft regularly over on the Twitch. You can always pop over there and hang out. That's a pretty regular occurrence. We do Minecraft Mondays, not every week, but a lot of the time. I also like to do different streams of different games, play some GTA 5 with the homies, kind of a variety stream. Sometimes I'll get on there and cook up beats and work on music and stuff like that. A little of everything. A lot of other action RPGs, platformers, things like that, RPG games. whatever strikes my fancy. Here, we're definitely, we got to go down here and get some fishing in the pool area, because Grandma put in a ton of work on this. This area is so fucking sweet. Look at this, dude. This originally, this whole area, she built a couple of little houses down here that are supposed to be like changing stalls. She's so funny. But this area was originally supposed to be an iron farm, and I think it was just built too close to the greater part of the village. So I just don't think that the spawn and mobs were working the way they were supposed to. So it didn't really work out. So she just kind of, did her thing and redid it. And this is probably one of the cooler areas of the map, honestly. Oh, you can see her cow cooking machine over there in the background. That's so funny. I finally poked and prodded at her long enough, like, hey, you can learn a lot of cool stuff and also find videos to make cool stuff on Minecraft. You can just look stuff up on YouTube, because, like, she knows of YouTube, and, like, she's pretty web savvy and stuff like that. Like, she has Facebook and all of that, but yeah, I think she finally got to the point to where she saw some stuff on Facebook and she started getting curious, because she looked up and made that mob farm, or that that freaking the cow cooking machine. And yeah, we've got her fully into the space age now. Grandma actually does kind of hang out and appear as a guest sometimes in the stream. She gets in the voice chat and hangs out with us on Discord and everything. It's just kind of, every once in a while, once in a blue moon. And also, like, I don't really, I think she gets kind of, doesn't really understand, well, that's not accurate. I think what it is because I'm talking to the chat. When we're in the voice chat, she just is like, can't tell if I'm talking to her, and then she just gets kind of quiet. She's like, oh, okay, well, I guess he's kind of doing his thing. So I kind of try to keep the like, if I'm playing with Grandma, I kind of just try to give her some time where it's just me and her sometimes. But anyway, we got a nice little tour of the Wizshire. Oh, whoops. We got a nice little tour of Wizshire Village. This is my little wizard den, hobbit hole home that I built. We're gonna come on down here and let me. Oh, I still don't have a lectern to be able to do anything with that journal, so we might just have to wait till we go back to the house, to the workshop. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you for sticking around and watching. Be sure to go out and find Wizard Hat on all social media. Find the Wizard Hat music on major streaming platforms and stuff like that. Apple Music, Amazon, Google Play, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Spotify, whatever you use to stream music, YouTube Music even. And also, come find us on the Twitch. WZRDH47 spells Wizard Hat. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Anywho, we are going to call it a day. We caught a couple of fish. Our next location, I believe, coming up on the list is... Ooh, we're going to go to the Jungle House Village. So I think from where we're at, we might go through our nether portal system again, but we might have to take some ride along the rails so you guys can actually see some of the more scenic locations. Thank you guys again for hanging out. You guys take it easy. Have a nice day.